So I have to pull over. I have to just tell you that, this broadcast that we are supposed to do, this special exposition that we are supposed to do, it is not going to happen. It is not going to happen right now. We are going to be shifting this broadcast because I cannot be able to do this broadcast here because we are not conspiracy theorists. When we are doing this broadcast, we will bring it to you while we are analyzing it. That is the reason why I have come to you this afternoon to let you know that the broadcast will only take place. I am going to inform you because I forgot that I have a meeting. I have a meeting to attend. I have a very, very important meeting to attend, which I received call few minutes ago that I have to attend that meeting. So that is exactly the reason why I am not going to, that broadcast that we scheduled is not going to happen. It is not going to happen right now. But it is going to happen eventually. It is going to happen. There is no way it is not going to happen. Because in that broadcast, I am going to be bringing light to a lot of things. I am going to be bringing light to a lot of things, a lot of conspiracy theory that they are presenting to you, trying to use lies to counter truth. What makes me laugh a lot is when I look at those people, that man called Berima in Finland. When I listen to his broadcast, I don't even go to his broadcast anymore. I just hear it from, what people talk when people talk about it. Because the reason why I don't go to his broadcast anymore, I have been following him. He is a conspiracy theorist. He is a conspiracy theorist. I have filed a lot of things that I am going to use to show you as an evidence. And I will analyze them to you in a language that you will be able to understand. There I will show you and I will prove it to you that, there is some point that I begin to ask myself, those people who are listening to this Berima in Finland, are they human being or are they a robot? Because I cannot believe that human beings are listening to that trash that he talks about all the time. I don't believe that it is human beings that are following that guy. If they are indeed human beings, I can assure you, they are Janjaweed from the zoo. They are Janjaweed from the zoo. Inasmuch as so many of you are disappointed that this broadcast is not going to take place right now, I am more disappointed. Believe me, I am more disappointed because I am already set. I was already set for this broadcast. I was 100% set for this broadcast. But apparently when, sometimes wishes are not like horses. That's how it is. So I have to make another schedule for another broadcast. But I am going to share a light of what you are going to expect during that broadcast, because our people, if it is indeed our people following that guy in Finland, those people, you should check them. Do a fact check on your brain and see if your brain is actually functioning. Because the reason why I said this is that I cannot understand the reason, the reason why human beings will see a truth, will hear a truth in front of you. Someone come and they because we have given them an assignment. I have given Simon an assignment. And he is carrying on with the assignment. And that assignment is confirming to you that he is a conspiracy theorist. He is a conspiracy theorist. And then there is nothing that ever this guy has ever presented to you that is authentic. And I will prove it to you. I am going to prove to you that there is nothing he ever presented to you that is ever authentic. All of them are conspiracy. He will tell you there is an evidence against this person. Tomorrow he will tell you there is another against that person. And what he said about Barrister Jofo, I can assure you, I am not going to, fight for Barrister Jofo, because I was asked not to. But there is somewhere I am waiting for him. There is somewhere I am waiting for him. Simon. I want to tell you, I'll be honest with you. I will be honest with you. You see that woman that is following you up and down, or you are following up and down, that, you look like a puppy next to her now. She is making you her puppy. And that is the reason why you are making a mistakes, even though no matter how constructive that you have become, you have run out of option. You have run out of topic to deceive our people. And the truth will never run out of option or topic. From now till tomorrow, when you wake me up from deep sleep, I am going to tell you that Simon is a criminal. He is nothing but a liar. He is nothing but a cheater. He is nothing but a conspiracy theorist. He is nothing but a photoshopper. There is no atom of truth that has ever come out from this guy, I can assure you. Remember the day I sent someone to go and see our leader, and that person came, I interviewed that person, he came in as an anonymous. And then that broadcast we are going to make, I am going to reiterate on that as well. Because that person came as an anonymous. Simon came in with a fake account, forcing it for that person to disclose their identity. Because he doesn't understand what is going on. He doesn't understand how far we have gone. He does not understand the people that are involved in these things that is happening. He does not understand. It's just that so many of them, they cannot come to social media because of security reasons. Because of security reasons. I can assure you, there are members of DSS that are Biafra that believe, hardcore, die hard, believe in what we are doing. There are a lot of them. In military, in police, they believe and they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have no idea. That is the reason why it is not everything that we do, we present it as it is. We must be more security conscious. That because he is not here with the agenda that we are here for. We are here for a different agenda from what he is here for. He is here to destroy the effort of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is here to sabotage the effort of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is here to sabotage everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place. But I'm not gonna let him in anymore. I am not gonna let him in anymore. And there are things, I see somebody who is commenting rubbish here, hardcore in DSS, and yet they successfully kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Did you hear that? Did you hear them? That's how they are. That is the reason why I tell you they are conspiracy theorists. They are conspiracy theorists. They don't know anything about the struggle, but they want to claim a leadership in the struggle. They do not know anything about the struggle, yet they want to claim a leadership in the struggle. Have you ever heard such a thing happening? Have you ever heard such a thing happening? You saw all the shenanigans they presented to you yesterday. You saw all the lies they presented to you yesterday. You saw them, right? That is the reason why I ask myself, is it robot that is following these people, or are they human beings? If they are human beings, believe you me, they are not lovers of freedom. They are not Biafrans. That's all I can tell you. You saw that video I posted where he is trying to analyze my interview or conclusion of my interview with Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. But he does not know that whatever he does, I will place him in a crossroad where he will not know where to turn, that he will end up indicting himself. And that's what he just did. In as much as that guy does not respect leadership, in as much as that guy does not respect modus of operandi in this struggle, in as much as that guy does not have regard for anybody in this struggle, for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he does not know that we are disciplined. He does not know how disciplined we are. That is the reason why he come to tell you why should we send an interview for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to approve them first. You have no idea. Do you know how hard it was for Barrister Ejiofor to come for that interview? Do you know how hard it was? But Ugebe Gonambabu, Ugebe Gonambabu, that was the reason why we sent that questions for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to see it. Because all this write-up that you see Barrister Ejiofor writing, it is actually the way he was sent to present that message to Biafrans. That the true followers of Biafrans will understand the message. And we did understand the message. And that is the reason why I decided to go extra mile, extra length, because they tell you that our legal team is compromised. Ejiofor is compromised. All of them are compromised. That's why I said, let me send someone to go and talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You saw many people speaking to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court. You saw people whispering in the ears of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court. You don't know how it works. Those are what you don't know is bigger than you guys. What you don't know is bigger than you. Someone is saying I am panicking. Why should I panic? Have you ever seen a truth panicking? It is your master. It is that Eberima who panics. Remember the day he wanted to address Barrister Ejiofor? Did you see how he started? Even you can see the panic in his face. You can see the disappointment in his appearance. You can see everything. That's why he wrote it State of a Nation or broadcast. State of a Nation broadcast. He told you he's a lawyer, but he does State of a Nation broadcast. He did it already 3 times within this. Okay, he did it almost already 3 times in less than 2 months. 3 times State of a Nation in less than 2 months. But he's a lawyer who understands, how a nation is, being run. There is in every country that knows themselves, there is something called State of a Nation address done by the president. After State of a Nation address, there is a State of a Province address done by, maybe if it is governor that they practice, if it is done by ministers, they will do it. But he did State of a Nation address 1, State of a Nation address 2. Now he did another State of a Nation address. I am only passing this message to those intellectual, not sophisticated moron. This message I am passing it to intellectuals, not sophisticated morons, because they will not understand, my language. It is only people who are intellectual or the intellect that will be able to understand what I am telling you. The State of a Nation address is done by a president of a nation. The state of a province, which is called a SONA, it is called SONA, State of a Nation address, SONA, S-O-N-A. That is what it is called. It is done once every year. But he come to present to you going into his where he will be. He cannot even reach the podium. That's why he is not able to show you if he has a podium. He cannot reach where he is giving his State of a Nation address. He tell you he is giving State of a Nation broadcast in order to analyze what I said after the conclusion I did. After interviewing Barrister Joffo. But you know what? That is the worst mistake that this guy ever did. We might pardon him, you know, we might pardon him in the things, in the ones he did yesterday during the court proceedings. We might pardon him. But this time, this one, I will not pardon him. I will not pardon him because he keep telling you that you should not respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was the message. We respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Likewise, the legal team, they respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whenever they want to make a move, they must, you know, make sure that they take permission from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the one they are representing. So, if that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they are representing tell them, you should not conduct that interview, it wasn't gonna take place. That is the reason why we sent the question and we wait for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There are many questions they even removed from there. I have few which was removed from the question that we need to ask. Because you know what it took to convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for this interview to take place. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believed that his true followers will know exactly what the truth is. That was the reason why he always make Barrister Joffo write those messages the way he is writing them. The way he is writing them. I'm not talking about the big grammar. I am talking about, you know, quoting the message in a way that it is only the true followers and those who attended the University of Radio Biafra will be able to understand exactly what is going on. Because we don't need multitude. We do not need multitude in this struggle. 100 men. Have you forgotten? 100 men is what we require. We move. 100 men. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, did not, you know, all the shenanigans happening. That is the reason why he is not even interested in, you know, trying to, you know, explain things for you. We have to convince him to make this to happen. We have to convince him. We had to convince him. And we did. He saw the questions. He approved it. Barrister Joffo was there on Thursday. Remember the interview happened on Sunday, right? It happened on Sunday. Barrister Joffo was with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Thursday. He took a flight. I think on Friday. He took a flight from Abuja down to the east on Friday. You know, there are many people who were in court yesterday. There is a lot of things I would love to present to you for you to understand. I know that their irate is all over the place in my comment section. They are here. Any day you find me doing a broadcast, you know, being bothered about what you say in the comment section. What you say in the comment section is a motivation to me. But when you make it an insult, or when I see that you are bringing your comments to, you know, to make those who know the truth, or those who are sensitive, who does not know where to turn, that is the only way I am going to take you out. But as long as you are civil, or, you know, you are civilized rather, in that comment section, carry on. As long as you are civilized, carry on, because it does not tickle me at all. Because adiye puchezo kwakfo, adiye puchafi maka, adiye puchezo kwaka. It will take time to adjust. Truth will always prevail. But I can assure you, Simon is not a good guy. He is not a good guy. I have set a trap for him, and he already, indicted himself. I have seen many, conspiracies things that does not exist that he will bring to you. He will present to you, and you believe that they do actually exist. Do you know why? Because he does not have a topic anymore. He does not know what to say anymore. He does not know how to convince you anymore. That is the reason why he is going through the route of telling you, imagine that we have to send the interview for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to approve. That's what he said. Imagine, he said the criminals in IPOB, the criminals in the DOS. I am not a member of DOS. I don't even know the members of DOS except Chike, Doziem, and China Samoru. And then that is what I am telling you right now. It is the truth from heaven. I am not a member of DOS. I have never spoken to any members of DOS. Or maybe the ones that called me during my broadcast, if they are members of DOS or not, I don't know. And I don't care, because we are here to make sure that the truth prevails. To make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. To make sure that everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place is going to be in place by the time he comes out, because their plans is actually to sink this ship. Their plan is to sink this ship. When they sink it, no one will be there to come and cater for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same approach they use with the finance. They hijack the account because they have the signatories to the account to their side. Now, those signatories to the account was misbehaving, trying to forge things to hijack the decision making in IPOB. When that person is removed, they refuse to let the account go. They went with the account. And that is the account they tell you, Umweri account, this and that. That was what they are doing. Now, immediately the emergency account was brought out. Guess what they do? They want you to stop bringing out money. That the plans, everything you do is money, right? Including the legal battle of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, both in Kenya, both in Nigeria, both in the ICC. All of them is money, because a lawyer must be involved. That's why they say you should stop donating, that this is LLC account. And then if it is LLC, what about it? You have hijacked, the original account. You expect them to start giving cash. Is it what you expect them to start doing? You expect them not to have an account so that what we are doing will die off. That is exactly what these people want from you. And I want you to come out of it. Come out of it. Ask yourself, is it human beings that are following that guy, or are they robots? Because you should understand there are robots you can place on YouTube, mostly on YouTube, that whenever you come online, they are activated. They will, and how you will know the robot that when they come online, when you come online, they are activated, is that when you go to their comment section, sorry, their reaction section. I want you to make inquiries about it. Whatever I do, I tell you something, make inquiries about it. When you go to their, I know that they are going to go and manipulate it immediately. I want you to open Simon Ekpa's YouTube channel, so that while I am telling you now, if you have double phone with you, open it, so that they will not go and manipulate it by the time I tell you exactly what is going on. Open, if you have YouTube channel, some of you, if you have a double phone, go to his YouTube page. Let me tell you how you will know when robot is working in a YouTube and when human being is working. And there are cheap robots, because original robots, they know that this is how you'll find out. Go to YouTube channel. If you are on YouTube channel, there is this fool who called himself, is it Pratad or Prashad or Prahad, you know, Jaria. It's Pratrad Jaria. Maybe you are in India. I know the name, because apparently, you know, my wife is also an Indian. So, and you know, one thing you should understand about these guys is that they will do everything. They will come with anything in order to make sure that they suppress the truth. That's their plan, and that is their approach. Are you there by their YouTube channel? Remember, in this Facebook, if you are there in the YouTube channel, in the Facebook, there is a reaction. Either you like or you hate, right? I want you to go to his YouTube channel. You will only see likes. Even though when you go to the comment section, you will not hear all likes there. Do you know why? Robots are set, can be set only to give you likes. Does it mean that people like me are not watching? People that are anti-Eberima are not watching? They can't give you dislike. They won't. Robot is set to give you likes only. Make inquiries, and then you get back to me. Make inquiries. How to, you know, boost your viewers on YouTube. Make inquiries and get back to me. That's the reason why they will always come here to tell me you have less than 20 viewers, or you have less than 80 viewers, and you are talking about someone who have 1,000 viewers or 21,000 viewers in 30 minutes. Imagine the people we are in the same struggle with. We are here to calculate how many people watching your video. You think how many people watches your video determines your success in this struggle? Is it how many people watching your video that determines your heart in this struggle? Is it exactly what you were thinking? That is to show you that they are, you know, this is the relevance they come to social media to look for. And they are getting it, and they are celebrating it. They are getting the relevance that they want, they seek, the reason why they join social media. That is exactly what they are getting. And they are enjoying it. That is the reason why they are promoting it, advertising it. Remember, I told you that they were doing everything to, you know, for Barrister Joffo to, you know, to make Barrister Joffo to shy away from the truth. They did everything. They did everything to make Barrister Joffo top pilot. They were shocked. They had shock of their life, because Barrister Joffo is a very, very wise man. He's a good man. You know, did you see that red head going up? That is to show that is a human being watching me. That is the reason why you see that angry head going up. It is a human being watching me. Those of them that are slave to Eberima, they will react. But when you go to their this thing, you will not see such things, because they are robots watching. So now, there is something that I should show you, I should make clear to you. They tried to convince Ejiofor. Ejiofor did not, you know, give them a light, whether he is with them or whether he is with DOS. You know, Ejiofor was just, you know, normal. That's why they got the biggest shock of their lives when they saw Ejiofor coming out to my program. The day I said that I sent a delegate to meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even Berima was on my comment section talking rubbish. And then that delegate I sent said that he will bring Ejiofor to the program. He will bring Ejiofor to the program. If you remember, that happened on the 20th of January. And that's the reason why you find Ejiofor. For those of them who will say it is DOS who arranged it, The person that I was interviewing, he might not even know anybody in the DOS. He might not know. So, even the DOS was not aware of this interview before it took place. That a lot of them were even surprised, they were shocked that, you know, it happened. Because he believed that a Jofo is dancing to their evil tone. That's what he believed. He believed that a Jofo was dancing to their evil tone. That's what gave him a shock of his life. If you know the state of a nation address that he claimed he was giving, you remember it. I want you to go and play it again. Play it from the, you know, from the introduction or from the greetings. Play it from the introduction, from the beginning of the video. I want you to understand the atmosphere, from the facial expression down to the behavior, the actions, the disappointment. I want you to understand it. I want you to understand the psychology that is within that broadcast. Because we know, we follow them every step of the way. And since they have learned that we follow them every step of the way, they now, you know, started, you know, when we make broadcast, they will start playing it in order to counter it. And they will never know how to do it, because what we say is the truth. They will never present it without indicting themselves, because what we say is the truth. The reason why we are able to do it against them, because they were presenting conspiracy. They were presenting concocted lies in order to manipulate and deceive you. So when they believed that a Jofo was on their side, little did they know that there are men on the ground that are working. That are working. They are not social media people, and they are not like these criminals you do that will just surface from nowhere, who is never in social media, just surface from nowhere, come and tell you that you must promote. The Idu is her identity. She is queen of Idu and her son of Idu. And her son of Idu is in my comment section here, also writing rubbish. You will hear him write again. When he write again, I am going to tell you that he's the one writing. I will call the name of what he is using to write. So, okay. Wow, speaking of the witch appears. Let me show you what they are using. The comment is coming so quick. The comment is coming so quick. But let me see. The comment is rolling so quick, so I cannot pick that up quickly. So, like I was saying, little did they know that there are people on the ground working. There are people who does not come and make noise on social media, but they are doing a great job. And those people are the people that we contacted. They are the people we contacted to make that interview happen. So they will come and tell you a job for this, a job for that. It's just that I have been given an instruction not to talk about, not to fight, not to reply their messages about Barrister Jofo. Otherwise, there are many things they claim that they have told you about Barrister Jofo. You know, because they know you don't know, and you don't care to know, and you will never know. That is the reason why they will start bringing it. So, now, I interviewed Barrister Jofo. It gave them a shock of their life. They made it a state of a nation, as they may call it, as the leader of this nation, because it is already a nation. If I will understand their state of a nation. It is already a nation that we are running here. That's why there are state of a nation broadcast. So now he made a state of a nation to tell you, he who live in a glass house don't throw stone. A reverse psychology. He who live in a glass house do not throw stones. But he does not know that he's been living in a glass house, and he's been even using catapult, CP. He's been using it, you know, to shoot every angle, forgetting that him himself lives in a glass house. Immediately, when Barrister Joffo came in, like he told you, remember I told you that Mazi, that all this autopilot, their game will end by the end of this month. Immediately I say it because they believe that I have 20 viewers. You know, they believe I have 20 viewers watching. That is the reason why they will pick up whatever I said. They will pick it up quickly. Once they pick it up, they will start saying it in their own platform. Start saying it, they turn it upside down, reverse psychology. And hope you understand it. If I tell them that their end will come, the end of their shenanigans and their lies and deceit will come end of this month, they pick it and they say the end of DOS lies and criminality will come end in this month. You'll be wondering, where is this thing coming from? Only for you, if you follow me consistently, you will find out that these people they do not have an initiative. They cannot initiate anything. The only thing they want to do is to counter, you know, to demote every good initiative that comes out in social media. Just like you saw how I was, you know, doing exposition on the court and the protocols of Nigeria justice system last night. They came to my comment section, they started talking rubbish. When I found out that that person is an autopilot, they started pleading with me. I am not autopilot. You know why? Because they know that if they don't plead with me to try to, you know, they know what I was doing. That what I was doing was not talking about anybody. We were talking about the enemy of Biafrans. We are talking about the captivity of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They come to write rubbish in my comment section. Then I told you, have you seen them? They do not want anything we do. They will come and tell you, focus on the common enemy. Focus. But when you are trying to focus, they will come to destabilize it. Writing rubbish in the comment section. When you are fighting against Nigeria, autopilot will start writing rubbish in your comment section. Can you imagine that? So, I will ask you, Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom, followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in truth, I want you to judge this case. The fact that we respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a lot by sending what the interview, because all these things is the decisions of who is real and who is not real comes from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the initiator of IPOB, right? So now, since he does not want that message to be written, breaking it down, now you must present to him to find out, to, you know, seek for his opinion on the interview that you are going to be conducting representing him. Because what Ejiofor represented was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that day. For some of you who are daft, that cannot reason and cannot understand, they don't know Anya and Kalalala. That is the reason why when this daft in Finland come out, you know, to tell you that they claim they have sent a question to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the question that Ejiofor is going to answer. You know, that's, and I did mention that. I did say that, the reason why I say it out, that we have to send that question, it is because we had to send that question. Because we value discipline more than everything. We value discipline. And the reason why I have to, I was, understand it when they said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must approve them first, was that, I could not involve DOS because I don't know any of them. I could not involve them. I hear the voice of China Sanworu. I talk about them because I know that what they are representing is the truth and the structure led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I hear them. I have never spoken to any of them. I don't even know what their number look like because I'm not a person who calls in a program. I have called in only 2 programs ever since this thing started. Yes. No, 3 programs. I have called in 3 programs ever since this shenanigan started, but not, I called in a first program, I called in Ikenga's program, I called in IPOB Rapture Media program. Those are the 3 places I have called. So, with DOS, once they come and they bring out information, I will circulate that information because I don't have access to them. And I don't wish to have access to them because you call them a criminal. All I need to do is to go out there to find out the truth. Not to have access with DOS, but to find out the truth. That's what I did. I found out the truth. I presented the truth to you. Since you are unable to go out there, which you are able to do it, you can. You can. The easiest way, if you want to talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on the 8th of April, go to contact Barrister Jofo, right? Go to Abuja with him in court. Let them write you in the name of the people who are going to go in. If you, send somebody who is mature and elderly, you will talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You will give him a hug. You have conversation with him. Some of you, that your brain is being bamboozled with the lies of this guy and her accomplices or her control, Nelly Ofebu. It will not enable you to conduct any investigation or even to look for the truth. That was the problem. And you become lazy, believing that Berima in Finland has information for you. Believe you me, he has nothing. Remember what he did yesterday. I don't want to talk about or emphasize on what he did yesterday. I want to act it on my screen while showing you, so that when I am showing you, addressing it, you will understand it. The reason why I am talking about this broadcast that he made is because I already presented it on my page. I sent it before this meeting. And that is the reason why I am able to do this broadcast that I am doing right now, the way I am doing it, with just going live without my studio. Because I already presented to you exactly what I want to talk about. And luckily to me, I presented it to you because I did not know that I will not be able to have that broadcast done this afternoon. So, that is exactly what is going on. He told you that people have to send the criminals in the DOS. I am going to expose them. He was referring to me, but telling you the criminals in the DOS. Simon Ekpa know exactly. The time I was still, I was preaching Africa. I wrote to Simon Ekpa, confirm it with him if there is any truth in him. I wrote to Simon Ekpa. I told him, can we have a session where we are going to, you will tell me more about Biafrans, because, I am an African decolonization activist. And I believe in the philosophy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. if he will tell you the truth, he will tell you that that message came to him. He didn't want. Later, I went to Nsima. I told Nsima the same thing. Nsima refused. He said no. That's what he said. Unfortunately, my Facebook that I was using that time was blocked. Remember, Facebook does not want you to talk about colonial, anything with regards to slavery, all those things. When you are raw about them, they will block you. They block that in the, they actually block it, believing that they have blocked my page. Or I set up my page in a way that you can never kick me out of that page. Before any report, there is already a dispute that is waiting for that report. So that thing that happened made me lose all these, things. That was my original Facebook that I opened in 2009. They blocked it. Now, he refused. He knows that I am not a member of DOS. He knows when I was promoting him. When he when he said that he is introducing a broadcasting app, I thought it's a broadcasting app or something like Facebook where we can actually buy in order to support our own. I went to his program. When he said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will launch the app when he comes out. Now, little did I know, I was believing it. When he said that the app was ready, I went to his program. I wrote to him, I am ready to invest in your initiative. That I was ready to invest in your initiative. I told him that those people who are countering what you are doing, because I did not understand the motive of creating an app or building a platform and moving out of Facebook. I never understood it. I was just genuinely an African decolonization activist who want to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to have a voice. So that was what happened. I went to him. I said to him, don't worry about those guys who are against these things that you are doing. The reason why they are against it is because they are still colonized. They need to be decolonized so that they will learn how to support their own. They will learn how to support their own. That I am willing to invest in your app if it is an app that I can invest in. If you let me in, I am willing to invest in your app. Even buy shares if it is an app like Facebook. That was what I told him, because I appreciated him when he said that he will build his own our own broadcasting app. I appreciated him. I lent him my support. I downloaded the app. When it came out, if he lie about it, not seeing me downloading the app or signing up in the app, he is a liar. He will die of stroke, because I can assure you by Chukwu Okike who lead this movement, I downloaded the app in order to support my brother, believing that he is genuine. Until I keep following, until we get here. Of course, you know the history of how we get here, because I started doing my investigation on the ground, only to find out that the man that I'm following, if you see, there were broadcasts I even made with some members of, Kanu's family, telling them that why can't they focus and let us release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is still on my page. And my apology to these people, because I didn't know what was going on. I was emotional. And the same way I did that out of emotion was the same way I conducted my investigation. Because the world is in your pocket. Anything you want to know, you will know it, except if you don't want to know it. Anything you want to do, you will do it, except if you don't want to do it. The world is in your pocket. It is no longer the time you need to write a letter, go to post office and post it in order to wait for the response. This one now, it is playing, it is showing immediately. I supported him as my brother. I liked the way he was rolling, believing that he was a good man, until I found out what he's been up to. Then I vowed that every step of the way, I am going to expose every atrocities that is committed using the name of IPOB. Every atrocity that he committed using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. In Finland, I made some contacts in Finland. I made contact. Starting from what he presented to you, that was the reason why I was the person who exposed his photoshops. If you can remember, I was the person who exposed his Photoshop that he did, telling you that he is relevant, trying to prove to you that he is relevant more than any other person in Europe, trying to tell you that he knows presidents, he knows when he speak, United Nations will talk about him, we'll hear it. He even, manipulated the traditional Nwokedi, who is being against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For you to understand that these people that they are working with, all of them were enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To the extent of getting to traditional Nwokedi to start promoting him. He started telling you that everything Simon was doing, that the United Nations is listening. I know that so many of you came across those broadcasts those days, and they started fighting against DOS. Even the guy saying that DOS, do you know what is Umuada? The same Umuada he came back to call Umuada Highway, the same traditional Nwokedi. Those are the people who don't know their left from their right. So all these things put together, the day DOS made a broadcast trying to tell ESN to go back to their base, this guy come out to tell you DOS is calling the ESN unknown gunmen. I became so crazy. I became so crazy. The love I had for him that time, I could not even actually come out to tell him straight, what you are doing is not right. I said to him, you're not supposed to expose those, talk about what DOS said, because they are your comrade. All these things, evidence are there. If you believe that I am jealous of the Berima in Finland, I cannot be jealous of him. He's not more successful than me. There is no way on earth that I can be jealous of him. He does not have my achievement, all from my hard work. You understand? I cannot be jealous of him. I supported him because in the process of me detoxing from what Ndo Chabia did to us, because I don't want to call it this colonial, because it affects my broadcast. What Ndocha came to do for us, or Yibo man, what they come to do to us, in order to emancipate my mind from it. During that process, I had that orientation that you must support your own, you must support your brand. Anything that comes from you, you must support. Anything that is, you must love yourself. Because if you love yourself, then you will extend that love, knowing that anybody that is from your place is your brother, is your neighbor. And I loved him. I still love him even now. But I don't like his manipulation. I don't like the way he's approaching things. I don't like the way he is conning our people. I don't like the way he is trying to destroy this IPOB struggle put in place by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only reason why you see me being against him. He is not worth me talking about him. On a normal ground, if we land on the ground right now, in the ranking on the ground, he is not worth me talking about him. He is not worth it. But in the in an event whereby the freedom of our people is at stake. We need to drop every other thing. We need to drop our ego. We need to bring ourselves to the level that they have stooped. We need to bring ourselves so that level so that we will be able to challenge whatever they are doing. That is the reason why you find undercover investigators, they are undercover. They can appear to date a woman. They can date you for some weeks, some months, in order to get some evidence from you. Well, by the time you will realize whom they are, it is already very, very late for you. And you will not be able to deny, now my cover is being blown. That's how it is. So I loved him. I follow him. I support everything he does until I discover. Because I am someone, when I follow you every step of the way. What you say in last year, it will occur in my mind whenever I want to think about it. That's how much I follow people, and that's how much, I pay attention to people that I follow. Because I don't want to constitute nuisance in social media, because I know intelligent people are watching. A lot of intelligent people are watching, even in our midst right now. A lot of you are very intelligent, that you will be able to decode the truth. Even though you cannot comment, you cannot like, you just want to hear it. You know Anya Nenelen and Kala Lala. A lot of you are here. You know what I am talking about. That is the reason why I ask myself, is it human beings that are following this guy? Or is it a robot? Or are they really, seriously, they are Janjaweed. If they are not robots, they are Janjaweed. Because this guy exposed himself to the level that there is no way that a proper person, that their upstairs is still complete and working and kicking, will not be able to understand what this guy have done, or how he exposed himself, to the extent he come to tell you that there is no evidence to show that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in court yesterday. The other give me star. He do first son, Nelly Ofebu's boy, the one he paid to stop his work for 3 months in order to promote his agenda. He come to tell you that BBC is reporting rubbish. BBC this, BBC that. The same way he keep telling you, Ejimako this, Ejimako that, Ejofo this, Ejofo that. Because they behave. These are uncivilized set of human beings that found themselves having followers on Facebook and the social media, and they are misguiding those people. That's what they do. And that is the reason why when they hear me talking, they come to mock me. You don't even have up to 100 people watching, but he has 21,000 people watching, and you are talking about him to demoralize me, to de-evaluate me, to make me lose focus, to make me, lose that grip of trying to expose the lies and let the truth out in the open. That's exactly what their plans, was or is even right now. Because they don't want you to hear the truth. They don't want you to hear the truth. They know the reason why. They know that every broadcast that you don't want to listen, you go to the comment section. If you don't have time to listen to it, you go to the comment section, read comment section. Comment of people will now describe everything that happened in that broadcast. That is the reason why they will come and tell you all those things. So that the people who use comment section to listen to broadcast they will be, demoralized. They will be misled. That's exactly how it is. Most of the broadcasts I listen to, I go to comment section, I listen from the comment section. Because I don't have time to start listening, paying attention to it. I have works to do. So many of you ask me, why don't I cut the video when I am analyzing it? Because I don't have time to cut it. Maybe I was passing by, I heard one word from that broadcast. I will say, okay, I capitalize on it. Then I will have to play the whole broadcast sometimes if I have time to do so. Or if I don't have time to do so, if I make someone to, cut it out for me and get me what I want to talk about. That is, extras. Because I know that a liar, whenever I start analyzing what they say, you will get a prima facie out of what they say. And he believed he learned that from me. That is the reason why he played my broadcast, telling you that I said I had to send the question that I am going to ask ask Barrister Ejiofor to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's approval before I asked it to Ejiofor. He made hands like this. He made hand like this. He acted as if he is stating a fact. When, and I see people, Simon, you are too much. You are too much. You are too much. I saw that thing. I laughed. I laughed. The reason why I laughed was because, our people, if it is indeed people, if not a robot, reacting to those questions, our people are ignorant, myopic, they cannot reason, their brain is empty, that is, it is able to, digest or occupy lies, conspiracies, instead of looking and searching for the truth. They cannot do that. They look forward to digesting lies. That's what they take their time to do. That's what they take their time to do. Feeding you with lies, conspiracies all over the place. With the thing they told you that BBC reported rubbish. BBC reported rubbish that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in court. Is that not an evidence to tell you that are conspiracy theorists? That is number one. Number two, they wrote on their Twitter page, this is not a court proceeding, it was an old video. There is no evidence to show Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in court. To that made one of their followers, one of their fans, start realizing, no, these people don't mean no good. That he come actually to broadcast against their activities. I am going to present it to you. If I get to my studio, you will see them. Because when I tell you that all we do a fact check on everything that we do and get back to us. If you find something confusing, you get back to us and we analyze it to you thoroughly. We don't run away from questions. We are not people who will want to run away from questions, just like you do boy and their accomplices. We face realities because we are in this. Why I can assure you today, if you are, welcome back. We had a network breakdown. My router went off, so I had to put it on quickly. So if you are part of those who are following them blindly, I want to advise you, and I can assure you, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and he tells you different, I want you to make a poster of me. And you will make a poster of me. Tell people that I am a liar. I am a fraud. I am everything that you have ever thought of that is evil. If whatever that I am presenting to you is a lie, I want you to make a poster. I want you to make a poster of me, showing it to the whole world that I deceived you. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and tell you different from what I have told you, that these people, they mean no good in this struggle. They are constructively attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In his State of a Nation broadcast, he told you, he made it categorically clear that he cannot take orders from anybody in the DSS dungeon. Do you know what that means? Who is anybody? Who is anybody? If I may ask you guys, who is that anybody? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become anybody today. He's become anybody today. He will not take orders from anybody from the DOS. And so many of you will argue it or will say that because he said he will not take orders from anybody who is in DOS on DSS custody, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that if you choya Ifuria, you should burn down the zoo. But my people, let me ask a question. Have we not found Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are we still looking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because it's very simple and important question. Are we still looking for him? Have we not found him? Do you know the reason why Ukwa Balunwa believed Kenya? You see the information coming out of Kenya, right? You see the information coming out of all over the place. For you to understand that those who conspired to sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they gave him a lift because he told you that he would return to the zoo. I am not his fan, but I follow that word. He returned to Nigeria, just like he mentioned. Regardless of whom the devil gave permission to be used, or whom the devil used to make that happen. Remember, whatever you do, if you do good, you do yourself. If you do bad, you do yourself. Some of you, those who sold him out in order to start forging, papers, to start fraudulently trying to hijack things, hijack accounts, hijack everything in IPOB, that even if eventually Mazi Nnamdi Kanu succeeded, if he come out, he will be disappointed that those he left behind, they didn't learn anything from him. They are all cowards. Because that is exactly what he will call all of them. They are all cowards to allow infiltrators to come and hijack IPOB, hijack ESN, and make it political gain, make it political caricature, in order to prove him wrong. That what he said, that you cannot destroy IPOB, it will take you 1 trillion years. How many of you have ever lived? It is few people in our generation live up to 1 century. Only few people. Regardless of 1 trillion years. Only few people saw a century. So now, he tell you, if you look for me, you don't find me. That means when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if eventually the enemy capture him and they decided to shoot aside, that was what that metaphor mean. It was a metaphor. For those of you, including this Nigeria DSS and the Nigeria Law Court, who want to come and be investigating with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, do you know that the Bible is written in a metaphor? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a tribe of Judah. He is one of the lion in the land, in the tribe of Judah. So that's the reason why whatever he says it in a metaphor. You will believe that he is just so aggressive. He is just so, he wants that action to take place right now. It is a metaphor that those that he is giving that message will understand it. That is the reason why OGC Achom are from Burn Down the Zoo. The people that he told that understood it. The intruders and infiltrators who cannot understand. Nde my mama say Abi Igbo, who cannot understand Inua Tolato, who cannot decode a code given to the people working for this structure, for this IPOB struggle. They want to act as if they know anything. They will tell you Asare Dokubo this, Asare Dokubo that person this, that person that. Overrating Asare Dokubo that is nothing. Overrating Asare Dokubo that is nothing. He is nothing. He has nothing to offer. He has never offered anything in this struggle. Only sabotage. He will come and be picking Asare Dokubo said this, Asare Dokubo said that. Because they are working for the same boss. They are working to achieve one goal. They have a common goal to achieve, to destroy IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to hijack IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the goal that they want to achieve, and that is the goal they are working to achieve. And I can never tell you different, because you will hear it. Like I said, by the end of this month, that these people, they are all going to go down to the drain. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, watch out. On the 8th of April, you will find those cases being scrapped. If there are 15 counts, you will find them being scrapped. Because Kenya is awake. We have given them enough pressure that they have said there is no evidence to show that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left Kenya. That means confirmation of that he is still technically in Kenya and he is answering a case in Nigeria. That is to show you anybody that is advising Janjaweed, anybody that is advising those working for Janjaweed, they are incompetent. That is the reason why I tell you, I give you this secret. Whenever you want to catch up with these people, follow everything they said. Follow their movement. Follow their facial expression. Follow everything that you see them doing. You will get the evidence that you are looking for. You will get the answers that you are looking for. Because those that advise them, they are incompetent. They are Janjaweed. Imagine Nelly advising Ekberima, telling Ekberima what to do, what to say. That interview with Barrister Ejiofor shocked them. They went and had a meeting. After having that meeting, he come and tell you, capitalize on his conclusion, capitalize on his salutation. They came to tell you, they told him, you are our broadcaster. Capitalize on this. If you capitalize on this, our blind followers will say, yes, you are right. How can that be? He capitalized on that. He does not know it was a suicide mission. And I will always be dropping a bombshell. Now when you pick it up, you will expose yourself. Because we are whiter than white. We are whiter than snow. The truth will always prevail. Nothing, even if you throw it or you bury it under the ocean or sea, at some point truth will surface. and the people that want to know the truth will see it surfaced. If you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, come out and tell you different, I give you my permission. Make a poster of me. Show it to the whole world. Tell them that I am a fraudster. Tell them I am a criminal. Because I wouldn't say what else you can do to me. You can do that. So, yes, this having a broadcast in the car is a big challenge for me. It is a big challenge for me, but let me conclude. I am going to conclude. What I am telling you right now, for those of you who are still here, it means that you deserve to know the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after this case, all these things, the bozobo that people are preaching, he will find out it is no longer necessary. It is no longer necessary. That is the reason why he told you, do not sit at home. Do not do anything. Listen to the DOS. Listen to the DOS. We already know that these people are criminals, Nigeria state, that they are terrorists. They have abducted him. Don't try to act, to be like them. So that and you can see the light shining from all over the place. I want you to stop, confusing yourselves. Stop confusing yourselves. Come out from where these people that are manipulating you. Join the DOS. Focus on Radio Biafra. Listen to Radio Biafra that was implemented by the person that you believe that you are following. Someone will come and start bragging they have 21,000, but Radio Biafra that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought to me and you. When there is a broadcast there, you hear 200, you see 500, but someone, and that was exactly the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wanted this guy to go to Radio Biafra, because there is a revenue also that is being generated when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking on Radio Biafra. The traffic that he is pulling on Radio Biafra was solving some financial issues in this IPOB struggle. It was solving some financial issues. That is the reason why the guy refused to broadcast, because you cannot serve two masters at once. But what I am not against him that he refused to give up his platform or to broadcast on Radio Biafra. But I am against him that he came out and started playing victim. He came out and started playing victim. Believe you me, if you call me to start broadcasting on Radio Biafra, it is subject to my confirmation, to my choice. I can turn it down, I can say yes. Or I can say that I want where I am. I will keep doing what I am doing, but I don't want a responsibility on my shoulder. But I cannot come out and tell you they want my platform, because you want to blackmail these people. When they started, countering all your blackmail and lies that you presented to them, to the world, that they want to take over your platform. Which is the reason why a lot of our people deviated, because they believe that these people are jealous of you, when you are nothing to be jealous of. That's what our people believe, that they are jealous of you. You played victim, telling them they want to take over your platform. That is the reason why. But a question that I keep asking, is it by sentiment that they told you that you should deliver your platform? Or is it part of the code of conduct? And if it is part of the code of conduct, who implemented that code of conduct? who signed it. Was it Chike Dozem? Was it China Samor? Or was it the person you claim you are his disciple? Who did it? But you run out so quick to play victim because you know that you want to channel those allocations. You want to channel those allocations going to Radio Biafra, to your selfish self. And that is the reason why you run and create apps, create a website. When I didn't know your motive of creating those things, I supported it. But now I know the motive of you creating those things. That is the reason why I'm against it. I am not against it that you created it. It is your own initiative. It is your own business. I can support you on a normal ground if such things happen. That is the reason why I told you I can even invest. But in a situation whereby you created it to divert Biafrans from generating revenue on Radio Biafra, and they will be putting it in your pocket, and you've been answering, you come and be bragging that 20,000 people in a twinkle of 30 seconds or 30 minutes, bragging about it. Don't that show you, the wise people that are watching me here, that this is all about the reason why he came to this struggle? Because from the inception in Finland, from the findings I did in Finland, I found out that this guy never loved Biafrans. He never loved anything about Biafrans. The day I said that there was another person from our place, which is a Biafran, he came to the party. That person, actually, I made him call in. He was wearing this chieftaincy clothing. I don't know if he was jealous or what. He refused to give him a handshake. They don't know each other before. He undermined him. He undermined him. He shook every other person. When he come to him, he acted as if, he ignored him. The day I told you that, he made a program the same day, telling you that when I was not IPOB, I don't allow anybody to come with IPOB things around me, because he knows that it is the next thing that I will expose. So he decided to say it himself. If you can put one or two together, the broadcast that I made, someone called me from Finland, and I asked him, can you speak Finnish language so that it will make everybody know that you are in Finland? He spoke Finnish language. He told us that it was where Enugu people were having their end of the year party. That was where he went. And this guy decided to ignore a handshake with him because he undermined his financial state. Maybe he undermined his level. But without you realizing that we are in another man's country, so anybody that is from our side must be loved and respected until they're proven otherwise. Until they're proven otherwise, they must be loved and respected because they are your people. You are like an alien in another man's land. If there is anything against foreign nationals in that land, it is you and him who will fight together, right or wrong. Why would you undermine them because you believe that you have arrived? Or maybe you are driving, they are not driving. Or maybe because you are driving a bigger car than what they are driving. These are the things. From the smell of a fart, you will know or you will imagine the taste of the caca or the physics. That is these things that we found out. We dig deep. We found out he is not a military. He went through a youth service, military conscription, youth service. He was, he had access to wear a military uniform. He wore it, he presented to you. He is now ESN because he's a military. He now wrote that his military training is, is the best. So that because he want to become, she and Nelly Ofebu, they already started planning on how to hijack ESN because they know that the account is already on their side. It's not today that they started planning these things, and they are more constructive than you think. When you want to lie, you will take more lies to cover your lies. And while trying to cover your lies, you make mistakes. That is the reason why in the Bojutuan, see, legs that move fast. There is a eyes that sights fast that will sight them. That is exactly what is going on, guys. This dude in Finland, he mean no good to you. He mean no good to anyone. He only mean good for him. He mean good for him. He is selfish. He is selfish to the core. The most selfish person that I have ever did findings on. The most selfish person. He does not care about anybody but himself. And for you to understand that you cannot break a relationship to build a relationship. If you now tell them you do, okay, now do your do, you will find them, it will not take them up to a year. Or even 6 months. If they now say, we have, hijacked this struggle, which is impossible, they will never stand together. Because you cannot break a relationship in order to build a new relationship. If you want to get something right, you start from the scratch. Then you will be able to defend every activities of that project. You don't know anything about IPOB. And I want to tell you, tomorrow I am waiting for the poster to come out. Tomorrow I am bringing out those who made them are in court with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every court day. Most of them, they are there with him. I am going to bring them. You will hear. But they are coming. And maybe we are going to present 1 or 2 things they did during the burial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is able to digest the truth. It is for few people. That is the reason why only 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu requested for. Because 100 men of the truth. A metaphor. I am going to leave it here for now. But it is very, very necessary that you do your findings, do your due diligence, before you start calling DOS a name. In the fundraising that is coming up, a lot of Bible metaphor that we still need to decode to our people. Bible is our everyday word. Everyday word that our ancestors they use. Because it means that the mother or the mother is not from the clan, that he does not know the truth to feed you with the truth, or to feed you with the good norms and value of our land. That is it. Because everything in our daily lives, we quote the Bible through our proverbs, through the idioms we use. We quote the Bible. because so many of you have not gone deep into the Bible. We are the tribe of Judah. We are the lion. That is the reason why they refuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to wear a fishago. Because he, it is lion. We are the lion of the tribe of Judah. We are unifying the 12 tribes around the world. They are our people. Edulufa, Afosufa, Dulufa Jedosa na Haiti, Dulufa Jedosa na America, Dulufa Jedosa in places with Obo. And Kaukon Gwala in Deuteronomy 28. Because of our rebellious nature. Rebellious. You left Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's command, you are following a Berima command. That is being rebellious. And that is exactly what we did to Chukwu Kikabiama, that he turned his back on us. We left his commandment, we left his ways. We went and started promoting the ways. It is rebellious. He turned back on us. It is idolatry. We cheated on him because God say he is married to us. He is married to us. And we decided to find another person to marry us, which is Ndocha. And they decided to marry us. This is how, this is the result of this marriage between us and Ndocha now, and Oyibo. We refuse to acknowledge the marriage we have with God. And we acknowledge the marriage that we have with Oyibo man who came from nowhere to translate your book. To translate your book that was put together in Egypt. That so many of you will say they came with it. It is our tradition written in that book. Whenever you quote any part. Do you know the reason why I am able to analyze people's voice? When they finish speak, I analyze everything about what they say in their video. If you are able to understand the Bible metaphor, if you are able to understand Bible, there is no word of any human being that you will not be able to analyze. Because the metaphors in the Bible is of the wisdom. Is of the wise, rather. It is of the wise, not of infiltrators. Let us focus and do our investigation, support DOS, which is the structure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left behind. Support Radio Biafra. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made the one who placed it there. And you believe he can never mislead you. If you believe he can never mislead you, or if you know that he can never mislead you, I want you to follow the path of the truth. I have started to gain nothing. I am gaining nothing talking to you. I am gaining nothing actually doing this. I'm supposed to be somewhere in a meeting. I am here. I am here talking to you, trying to make you find the truth. And by the help of Chukwu Kikabiama, who lives in heaven, he will expose every atrocities that is within or hovering around our people, around this social media, around, everywhere there is atrocities. Chukwu Kikabiama will expose it and open the eyes of our people, that they may know who is their friend and who is their enemy, who love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what he is doing with the divine mandate given to him by Chukwu Kikabiama, who lives in heaven, and who is countering it constructively. When I talk about constructively, it is something like if you have an employee. Let me give you illustration of what constructive means, because I know that there are some of us, English is not our thing. It is a borrowed language. It is a foreign, it is language. Oh, we bondocha English. It is ibondocha. So, when you want to do something constructively, maybe I have an employee I have an employee. I know that the contract that I sign with my employee, I cannot breach it because we have the duration of there is a duration of that contract. It is not elapsed yet. Now, I don't want that employee anymore. I want to sack him, but because of the binding contract that we have, I cannot. Now I decided to start treating him bad. Everything, if he did a project, submit to me, I will apprehend him. I will tell him, no, this thing you are doing, I don't like it. It's like you don't want to, keep telling him, keep making him feel uncomfortable around the company. And then maybe sometimes I give him a slap. I give him a slap, knowing that he does not deserve it. Do you know? I am constructively sacking that employee. It is a crime. I'm sacking that employee. If the employee decide to resign, he can open a case against me. He can lay a charges against me at the Department of Labor, saying that I constructively sack him. Or if it is a woman, I start making them feel uncomfortable around the office, and they decided to refrain because of one or two things. They saw that I don't need them anymore. They can lay a charge against me. It is called a constructive retrenchment. You retrench them constructively. It is a case. It is a criminal. That is what they are doing. They are doing it in this manner. When we use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name, we will insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu indirectly by insulting the DOS, the structure he left behind, that by trying to override every instruction that he gives. That is constructive sabotage. They don't love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know that they know that also they like the money they're making on the internet with Google Analytics and the Facebook Analytics and the others. They love what they are making. That is one of the reasons why. Because they know that if they eventually come out in the open to speak like Ijele, you will give them Biafra treatment, IPOB treatment, and they will never find you around their broadcast again. They will be speaking to themselves, just like Uchamofo is doing today. That is the reason why they are strategically, implementing their agenda. Strategically, constructively implementing their agenda. That is the reason why he tell you that Biafra will judge even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and say that what they did not do good. That Biafra will judge. Not longer that he will apologize. He tell you Biafrans will judge. Because they believe that, he believed that what a Jofo did by telling you to believe in the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he tried to manipulate you. Because he never believed that after that night there are people who will still be listening to him. He never believed it himself. Because he knows it's the truth that we spoke that day. That was the reason why he was panicking. He was shocked. He was in state of disaster. He was in the state of shock. He comported himself with the last, strength of a man that he had in order to do that in state of a nation. For you to know how they behave, he tell you, I am not here to lash or destroy or to destroy a Jofo, or he is not here to tell you or everything wrong about a Jofo, or to dismantle him or to lash at him. But he did, with the conspiracies that he created, put in place in order to use it against him. He said he was not here to do it. And those, you will be disappointed if you expect him to be here to do it. But you will not be completely disappointed. What does that mean? He started labeling allegations. picking on things that he does not know their history. He started picking on them in order to tell you, in order to try to prove the Ejiofor that he's been claiming Ejiofor is a good man, is exonerated. The time they are sending him message trying to bring him on his corner, on their corner. The time, when they are communicating, because he picked their calls 1 or 2 times, they believe that he's on the side of the evil. He does not know that Ejiofor is a lawyer. So, I am not here to defend him, because there is nothing to defend about him. So, and another thing, he said to you, he is not there to lash at him. But eventually, he started conspiring against him, making you to start conspiring against the same Ejiofor that is not there to lash at. What does that tell you? Constructive sabotage, constructive attacks. You have no idea. Until you are able to understand the psychology behind everything that these people are implementing and doing in this struggle, you will never, the psychology first, before you will be able to understand the practicals behind it. I will leave it here. Join us tomorrow, half past 3 p.m. Biafra time, where we are going to be bringing those who made history on the burial of Mazi Nnamdi. Anything they are the hardcore. Some of them are the roots, trying to, the autopilot, how they do. Come with a very, very difficult question, very, very important. Very difficult question, but very important. Because if you come with a stupid question, I will not take it. Come with difficult question, very important. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay informed. All hail Biafra. We are moving forward and we are succeeding. Obey the last order. Jesus Christ is Mary is Ifa, according to the metaphor of Mary Jesus Christ. If anything they ask you to do it. As long as you are an obedient follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whatever DOS ask you to do it. Because they are representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When it is the right time to burn them, if need be that the zoo must be burnt down, they will tell you. And it will happen. Stay safe. Stay informed. Don't let anybody brush you off your feet. You've come a long way. We proceed. Thank you for watching. We have a YouTube channel, Judge Money Blog Africa. You can subscribe to it so that when Facebook is not giving us what we want, we can as well speak to you through YouTube. Thank you very much.